What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the secret channel, and today we are going to be turning a box truck into a campsite, and on top of that we are going to be spending 24 hours inside of it. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it does mean a lot to me, and I hope you guys enjoy. So let's begin. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another APM video, and today we have a special video because we're going to be camping but in a box truck. Yep, I'm a little bit insane, and we're also going to be taking the fastest ATV in APM. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So first things first is that we gotta go and get some ramps so we can throw the ATV in the back of the TRX and then take it to the mechanic shop, because at the mechanic shop is going to be the box truck that we're gonna be taking today and camping. So let's add, oh wait a minute, you know what, let me take a right turn right here because this is actually a faster route to go towards the mechanic shop, because you just need to drive down this road and then make a right turn and then you just step on it. But I didn't know this was actually the fastest way to get to the mechanic shop, and I believe the mechanic shop should be called Tenny or Tenny, something like that. We're gonna go and find out and see what the name of it is right now. But as you guys can see today, we are now back in town. Hakai is now back in town. Let me make sure the road is clear. All right, the intersection seems to be clear, and the mechanic shop should be right down near the APM store. So let's go down these roads. And by the way, I want to tell you guys something. I want to give, oh my goodness, where's my TRX? I want to give you guys a big thank you. We just hit 30,000 subscribers. Oh my goodness. Wait, did I say 300,000? I mean 30,000 subscribers. It means so much to me. And let's continue with the video. Let me hop in the TRX, turn this on, and we are pretty much at the mechanic shop. As you guys can see, the mechanic shop is on the left side. So I think the first thing I'm gonna be doing is parking up the truck right up here up front. There we go. I'm probably gonna run inside the store and I'm gonna tell the guy if I can leave my truck parked up right there. Yo, oh, that's a nice haircut, bro. Yo, so I'm gonna leave my truck right there. I'm gonna go on this amazing box truck camp. Can I leave it parked right up there? Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
All right, so he said it was all good. We can go and leave the, oh, what did I just open? I didn't mean to open. That's so weird. Why is there two doors on each side of the building? But anyways, he said it was okay. I can leave the TRX parked up for the day, only for one day right there. So we gotta make sure we come back tomorrow morning and pick it up, or he said he was gonna tow it, and we don't want that. But let's go get our box truck. I believe it. Oh, wait a minute. We were supposed to grab the ramps. Oh my goodness. I am so clumsy. But you know what? We can just get into the box truck right now. Let's turn this thing on, and I'm going to try to close the garage door with the controller right here. There we go. And you know what? I think this is going to be easier and fast for us if we just pick up the pickup truck and then head over to the plain tool store and grab the ramps that we need so we can throw in the ATV. And the reason we want to throw in the ATV is because I want to take it for a ride around the area, because I'm going to be pretty bored. I'm not gonna lie. So let me quickly run into the plain tool store. Let me park this thing up, and I'm gonna quickly run inside super fast. You guys do not worry. I'm gonna not take too long. There we go. We now have the ramps, and oh my goodness, they are so heavy. All right, I'm gonna have to throw them in the back right here. All right, let's place the ramps. There you go. Now let me just close up the doors and let's start making our way back home so we can start camping in the box truck. By the way, let me also check on time. Oh no, we are not doing too good right now on time, and it might be 2 p.m. in the next 30 minutes. So let's start making our way back to our huge 2-story house, because I'm extremely rich, you guys. So let's make a left turn on this intersection right here. Let me turn on those blinkers. There we go. We are back to our multi-story house because I'm extremely wealthy. Let's pull in, and the ATV is right here. Let me quickly park up the box truck. We're gonna open up the rear and we're gonna pull, oh actually, you know what, let me grab the ramps. All right, we got the ramps. They are so heavy. I'm gonna try to place one, and then I'm gonna place another one right there. Now it's time to throw in the ATV in the back of the box truck. So I'm gonna hop in. We're gonna turn this bad boy on, and let me also change the drivetrain to 4-wheel drive, and we should carefully load her up. Oh my goodness, this thing is so fast. I think it's like 1000 cc. Anyways, let's get off, and we gotta put up the straps. 1 2 3 and 4. There we go. Look at that. That thing is all the way strapped down in the box truck, which means we can now start removing our ramps, and we can now close her up because we can now start making our way towards the campsite. But before we do, let me actually go get my luggage, because I don't know if I'm gonna go inside the water, so I need to have extra clothes. So let me quickly grab it from my closet. There we go. And we're gonna throw it in the back. Actually, you know what, we can put the clothes in the passenger seat. So let me carefully back this thing up. I'm gonna try to make sure I don't hit my super expensive 6-figure GMC Denali Ultimate. And we are now heading towards the campsite, and now the campsite should be right down near the ocean right here. We're gonna have a beautiful view of the water. I am super excited, you guys. Let me know if you guys are excited as well. But let me slow down. I was going a little bit too fast because if a police sees me, then I'm probably gonna get arrested. So let me slow down. I don't want to be going too fast, especially that this box truck is not light at all. I just realized that we also need the camping essentials. Oh my goodness, I am so clumsy. But this is a good thing because we're still not at the campsite and the Plains tool store is right here. So let's cross the street once it's clear and let's quickly run into the store and grab everything we need to set up camp inside of the box truck. So let me turn that off and let's go inside the store. Oh, all right. So let's begin on this side because we are gonna need a sleeping bag. And then if we walk around the store, wait, do we need a shovel? I don't think so. I don't see anything else right now, or at least on this side. Hopefully they add more placeables in APM. That would be super cool. And it looks like there's a tent right here. I don't think I'm gonna need this as well, but we're gonna be taking it just in case of an emergency or it gets really cold. Then I will have to place it down. But I also grabbed the bench and let's get some wood for the campfire, which means if we're gonna be building a campfire, we gotta cook some delicious marshmallows. So let me run over here. The marshmallows should be right there. Ooh, an American flag. I don't think we need one, but we are gonna need some lanterns, some of these small lamps, and ooh, a lawn chair. Yeah, let's go. Let's grab a lawn chair. And I think that is gonna be it for this store run. I don't think I missed anything. And oh my goodness, I did miss the tower lights. Oh my goodness, how did I miss that? Anyway, so let's quickly check out. I'm gonna quickly check out all of my items right here. There we go. We just checked out. Finally, I promise to you guys, we can now make our way towards the campsite. So let me hop in. Let me also check on how we're doing in time. Oh my goodness, you guys, look at that. That is insane. I didn't know it was already 4 p.m. Dude, time is going so fast. Anyways, we have the campsite on our right side, so let's pull into the road because we're gonna start looking for where we're gonna be camping for the night. So make sure you guys are on the lookout and let me know where I should camp the night. And let me see, I don't see anything so far or anywhere where I want to camp. Oh, this is actually a really nice spot right here. Where should I camp for the night? Mini mini mo. I'm gonna catch someone's toe. Okay, so it looks like it wants me to camp on this one right here. So we're gonna pull in. Hold on, that was a really bad job at pulling in. All right, we're gonna pull in right here and I'm gonna get as close as possible because we want a really good view, which means, you know what, I think that would be a good idea. Let me actually turn this thing around. Let me carefully back. Oh my goodness, I did not know there was a small ditch right here. All right, let's quickly do a little 3-point turn, back this thing up, and trust me, this is going to give me the best view in Southern Money. So we're gonna turn off everything and oh, hold on, I need to unload the ATV, which means I don't think I'm gonna have. Oh, actually, you know what, no, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna risk it, biscuit. So I'm gonna quickly pull a little bit forward, just like so, and now we should be able to put the ramps safely. We're gonna place the first one right there, and then we're gonna place the second one right there. Boom, shakalaka. And then we're gonna get into the ATV. Oh, hold on, that's the wrong one. We're gonna get into the ATV, turn on this bad boy, and we're gonna carefully unload this ATV. Oh, careful. Oh my goodness, not too fast. Oh my goodness, dude, we were so close to going in the water. Oh my goodness, that could have been really bad. But we're gonna place the ATV right here, and I think I'm gonna put the ramps a little bit closer because if we put the ramps a little bit more closer, then we're gonna be able to have some type of stairs right here. Look at this. Am I not a genius, you guys? I am super smart. Look at the view we have from inside the box truck. But we are not done because we gotta put down all of the things we got at the Plain Tool store. So we're gonna begin with our little sleeping bag, which is gonna go towards the right side right here. So let me place it right there. We're gonna grab the tent, and actually, you know what, I'm gonna put it in my gigantic pocket. Don't ask how big my pockets are. And then we're gonna move on with the bench. We should probably put another one right here. Look at that. We could just sit down right here, eat our little like marshmallows. Wow, look at this. But next up we have the campfire, which I feel like we should put it right here. I know I'm a little bit insane, you guys. Hopefully the box truck doesn't go up in flames, or it's not gonna be good for me. Anyways, let's put down. Oh, hold on, I didn't mean to sleep. Anyways, let's put down our little lamp right there. Look at that. That thing is so adorable, you guys. We have our lawn chair, which I'm probably gonna put it right back here. Look at this. We have first class view of the campfire and of the ocean. Oh my goodness. Oh, is that an island right there? That's pretty cool. This is gonna be the last item that we have to place down, which is gonna be the light tower, and that is gonna go right here in the back. There we go. And let me quickly set this thing up. Oh, hold on, let me move out of the way. We're gonna deploy this. There we go. And I'm gonna tilt this a little bit up. Right about there is a good spot, and we're gonna turn on the lights. Look at this. Oh my goodness, this is one of the most insane camping things I have ever done in American Plains Mud. money, but we are still not done. We have our little ATV right here that we can go and take a little joyride. So let me show you guys one of the coolest mudding spots in American Plains Mudding, which is like a minute away or something like that. It's not too far away. It's literally right next to the firefighter station. And here we are. The firefighter station is right back there, and the insane mudding spot is right here. So let's give it a little run. We're gonna go around the track one time. I don't want to get too dirty, you guys. So oh my goodness, this is super deep. Oh no, this is not gonna be good. I am gonna get so dirty. Look at this. The ATV is so muddy right now. All right, let's go through this. Oh my goodness, please do not. I do not want to get dirty. Look at my shoes. They are super clean, and that might change on this ride. Oh, okay, good. We're still safe. All right, we are halfway done with this mudding track. So let me finish this off by going through here. All right, not bad. Please do not get it dirty. Oh no, this actually looks really deep. All right, let's give this a try. And okay, let's go. Let's go. Yes, yes, yes. I am still safe from the mud. And with that, we are done with the mudding track. W's in the chat. But anyways, there should be a car wash right around the corner. So let's give this a nice and clean car wash. So let's go inside in 3, 2, and 1. Look at this transformation. Holy moly guacamole. We are like brand new. Oh my goodness. Which means we can make our way back to the camping spot because the sun is about to start going down. You know what? I think I can actually take a little shortcut right here. Let's go through this little shortcut. Hopefully I do not get dirty or it's muddy, and it looks like we are going to be in the clear because we've managed to arrive at the box truck. So let me get this thing parked up. There we go. And I feel like we should enjoy the sunsets, me and you. Alrighty everyone, it looks like it's about nighttime. Look at that. We got the moon, we got the stars, which means we can now go to our little bed, which is going to be our sleeping bag in this case. Oh, before I do go to sleep, I do want to turn off my campfire just because I don't want this thing to catch fire while I'm sleeping. And I'm going to close this. Let's close that up. Oh my goodness, I am actually pretty comfy in here. So I'm going to get in my little sleeping bag and I'll catch you guys in the morning. Oh my goodness, I slept in the whole night. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. I thought it was going to be worse because of the hard wood, but I thoroughly enjoyed my sleep. But if you guys take a look, it is now the morning. Look at the beautiful sunrise of today. And I just realized I forgot to cook my marshmallow. Bruh. Anyways, I'm probably going to make my way home. I got to go take a shower and I'll probably end up going to work. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. And let me know, is this a W or an L camp setup? I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up everyone? Welcome back to another APM video. And today there's been a big update with a new trailer. So we're going to be using it and we're going to go and find this barn that has a lot of vintage vehicles and restore them. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. And let's get into the video. But before we do take off, you guys know I got to close my door just like so. And we're going to be taking our truck today. So let me get this thing bad boy turned on and let's make our way to the trailer store so we can check out this trailer. Apparently it's brand new, so I haven't had time to check it out, but we're gonna be the first to see it in today's video. And I'm also very excited to see this barn. I don't know, apparently I got this call from my buddy and he told me that there was like 3 vintage cars inside of it, so I'm really excited. I just had to pay him like $5,000 for the cars, but he told me that they did not work, so we're gonna have fun today. So let's make a left turn right here. There we go. And by the way, I did put like a little supercharger in my engine because this thing was driving too slow. So if you hear like a little whine, it's coming from the engine. It should be the supercharger. But it looks like we are now back in the city. Let's see. Okay, so this is the trailer store right here. So let me put on my blinkers. You guys know I'm a safe driver. And ooh, look at that. Ooh, that looks pretty cool. I don't know about the blue color. I'm not a fan of that. I like to keep it black. But here is the brand new trailer. Let's get this thing connected. Let me back this thing and bang, look at that. We are not connected. Hold on, let me just quickly pull up my tailgate. I don't like when it's left open like that. I don't want trash to get inside my bed. But let's make our way to the implement store so we can quickly customize this thing. I think I'm gonna make it really big. Apparently you can make it really big, so that is gonna be the first thing that I'm gonna do right now. So let me hop out and let me quickly open up the door of the garage. There we go. Let me hop right back in and let's get this thing right in here so we can get it customized. So we are now inside the shop. I think the shop is fairly big, so let me place this thing in park, turn it off, and let's see what can we do. All right, so we go through here, trailer, and okay, so the paint, we're not gonna touch the paint because I really love the color, so we're not gonna touch that. But we are going to add one axis and we're gonna make it super long. Oh my goodness, yo, look at this, it's super long. Holy moly, I think we're gonna have enough space for the cars. And now that I think about it, how am I gonna back up? Oh Oh no, what did I do, you guys? All right, so let me finish up customizing this trailer. Let's see what else we can do. Attachments. Oh, we can add attachments. Oh, we can add a winch right here. Look at that. Winch off, winch on. Yo, that's pretty sick. I'm actually gonna keep that. That's gonna come in handy. And we can add mud flaps. Oh, we can change the ramps. Look at this. 1, 2. Oh, pretty sick. I'm gonna keep this one. I really love that one. So I'm gonna try to back up out of here. It's probably gonna take. Oh, you know what? I can just come out of here, bruh. All right, let me hop right back in. Let me turn this thing on and let's see if we can get out of here. Uh-oh, kind of scratching up my trailer. Kind of scratched it. Whoopsie doopsie. But before we do leave, let me try to close this because I don't want to be mean and I don't want to leave these things on. So let me close that one right there. And then I'm going to close this one right here. So I'm going to have to jump right here. 1, 2, and oh yeah. I should be Kobe Bryant. I'm kidding. Bro said he should be Kobe Bryant. What the heck am I talking about? All right, we should make our way to the barn that is going to be located right here in the corner of the map. So let's make our way over there. I have yeah, we are ready to go. We have our brand new trailer connected to our brand new truck that we recently got, but we do have a stop sign right here. So let me make sure the road is clear. There we go. And let me also turn on my emergency lights on because this is going to be a huge load. And I'm also hoping that we can manage to put 3 vehicles on this trailer. I really hope so. If not, then I'm gonna have to do 2 trips. And oh my goodness, are they adding more trees? I think they're adding more trees to the game. I see more trees right down by the bridge. I mean, I like that. It looks pretty nice. But we're gonna make a huge turn right here. Let me make a huge turn. Oh no, don't hit the stop sign. All right, nice. We're not gonna hit the stop sign. Alrighty, everyone, my buddy's house is right here. So let's pull into his driveway just like so. We got a huge trailer connected to this thing. And I don't see, oh, wait a minute. Is this the barn right here? Hold on, let me try to reverse into the barn. Hold on, let me do this. Gonna go a little bit onto the grass and let's back this thing up. And I think that is going to be good because we still gotta throw down the front of the trailer. So let's see. Let me grab the functions and let's see. How do we work this thing? So dovetail raise? No, lower. Oh, that's how you do it. All right, so let me finish lowering this thing just like so. And all right, so I don't know if that's gonna be enough to get on the car. Yeah, I think that's gonna be enough to get the cars loaded up on the trailer. So let me open up this right here and up. Oh my goodness, look at this. Yo, is this a Flybird Pontiac? Yo, this is crazy. And what is this? A Dodge? This kind of looks like a Dodge. This could be a Cadillac. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, you guys. So we're gonna get inside the first one. There we go. And these things are super rusty. Dude, I am surprised that these things still work. I am really surprised. So I'm gonna get the first one loaded up on the trailer. There we go. And we're gonna put the third car right behind the first one. So let's get onto this one. Let me turn this thing on. Oof, yeah, these things are so rusty. It's taking forever to turn. All right, so let's park it right behind here, just like so. Oh, did I hit it? Oh my goodness, a little bump. And we have this part right here, and I do not think I'm gonna be a little bit insane, you guys. I'm gonna try to put the last vehicle on top of here. Yo, is this gonna work or not? I wonder if this is gonna glitch. I hope not. All right, so I have half of the car right here. Let me get out. Oh no, this is not gonna work. Okay, so it looks like we might have to do 2 trips. We're gonna leave this right here. I'm gonna turn it off and we will be right back. Let me go in here. Let me raise the dovetail just like so. And let's quickly make our way to the mechanic shop so we can drop these things off. Oh my goodness, that was a super tight turn right there. Oh my goodness. All right, let's make our way quickly to the mechanic shop. Or you know what? With the magic of editing, I'm gonna be at the mechanic shop in 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back at the mechanic shop. What did I tell you guys? With the power of editing, you can do pretty much anything. But we're gonna get this thing back up into the garage right here. But you guys know that I gotta open this thing up because it is completely closed right now. So let me go on here, jump right here, and then boom, that was pretty epic. All right, so let me quickly fix myself because I am super crooked right now. Oh my, this is embarrassing. Just like so. And I think that is going to be good right here. All right, let's get these things disconnected because I have a dinner reservation in the afternoon. So I'm gonna lower this thing. And is it done? I think it's done now. All right, I'm gonna hop into this one right here. There we go. We're gonna unload it, place this one probably around here somewhere. Gotta get that one fixed. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to fix these. First one delivered, second one is right here. So let me squeeze through and turn this thing on and park it right here. Oh no, hold on, no, that was bad. And there we go. We have our second vehicle parked up. That just means that we can now make our way and make our last trip back to the barn so we could pick up the last car. So I think my dovetail should be raised. So let's get out of here. And And you guys know the drill. With the power of editing, I'm gonna be at the barn. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back at the barn. I'm gonna get this thing back right up. So let me do this carefully, and I think that should be good right there. Alright, now let me just lower the dovetail just like so. Come on, a little bit more. Perfect. Alright, now we can finally take this thing back to the mechanic shop. And it's funny how like this is the only vehicle that we're gonna be taking on this huge trailer. Look at this. This is pretty funny. So let's see. I'm gonna try to do two things at once. I'm gonna raise this thing, and then while that's raising, I'm gonna come over here, close the doors just like so, and let's check if it's now finished. Awesome. Look at that, dude. I'm super good at saving time. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna go back to the mechanic shop and I'll catch you guys over there. Alrighty, everyone, we are almost at the mechanic shop. Do you guys like the power of editing? How you guys get to save all this time? But look at this, we are now here. Awesome. So we're gonna turn this thing around just like so, and we're gonna back into the garage so we can finally deliver our last Corvette. Or actually no, this is not Corvette, I think it's a Cadillac. And there we go. So let's quickly lower this thing. Lower. Look at that, looks pretty cool. I really love this because it makes it easier for the vehicles to be dropped off. But we're gonna park this one right here, and before we do leave, I want to quickly customize them. So let's customize this one quickly. Let's see, what should we do? Ooh, that's nice. That's a nice color. Exterior. All right, I really like this dark gray. Yo, that dark gray looks nice. Let me just add some reflectance. Ooh, look at that. Paint. Oops, kind of changed that. And then let's quickly change up the wheels because the paint of the wheels do not look good. All right, so rims, and then let's do let's see what looks good. I think, oh, we gotta do this, and then, oh, should we do like a gold color? Look at that, like a little gold color. Looks pretty sick. And then we just add some reflectance, or you know what, let's just try white. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. So we have our first car restored. Look at how beautiful this thing is looking like. All right, let me do this one. I'm thinking about like a little purple color. That's what I'm thinking about. Maybe like a dark purple. I think that would look pretty sick. All right, so let's do purple, and then boom, bada bang. Ooh, look at that. Just do this and then add some reflectance. Nice. Yo, this is looking really nice. All right, let me quickly paint the wheels. Do that and that, and I think I'm just gonna add some reflectance. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, now we're talking. Look at this thing. Oh my goodness, these look so nice. And this one, all right, I'm thinking about like a baby blue. Yeah, let's do a quick baby blue. Blue, and then let's do this. Ooh, is this baby blue? That's not baby blue. I think this is baby blue. Add some of this just like so, and some reflectance. All right, look at that. Sick. That is freaking sick. All right, now let's do the wheels. I'm probably gonna do the same thing and just add some reflectance. So rims, this white, and then look at that. Now we're talking. Look at that. We have this beautiful baby blue color, this beautiful flybird, and this beautiful Pontiac, which I think yeah, I still think it is. But look at that. Awesome, almost awesome job. So I'm gonna quickly drop the trailer off, but before we do, let me quickly raise the dovetail. Come on, go all the way up, and I'm gonna try to close the garage door and then move my car really fast. So in 3 2 1, go. Oh my god, we don't have time. Oh no. Oh dude, that was so close. Dude, I am so reckless. All right, let's quickly make our way to the trailer store. Ooh, that was pretty fast. Dude, I'm getting faster by the day. All right, so let me turn around, and I'm gonna drop this trailer right around here. Quickly disconnect it, and everyone say goodbye to the brand new trailer because we're gonna make our way back home. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back home, and oh my goodness, did I seriously leave the back of my bed open? Dude, I forgot to close the tailgate. Oh my goodness. All right, so let me quickly do this. Now I am embarrassed. All right, so let me get this thing parked right here. Whoops. And there we go. What a successful day. What time is it? Oh, it's the afternoon. It's about like 6 p.m. But anyways, that was a successful mission. What do you guys think about this brand new update, or I guess trailer in APM? But if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Southern Modding video. And today, oh, I almost hit my head with my door. And today we are going to be a mechanic for the first time. I have never done this in Southern Modding or APM, but today we're gonna go fix some cars and be a mechanic. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe because it means so much to me. And let's begin with the video. So we have our truck right here. I was just giving it a nice clean because I did have a lot of trash inside. I might have gone to the movie theaters last night, but I'm not going to talk about that. So let me close up all of my doors and we're going to make our way towards the mechanic shop, because after we do an oil change, we're going to go and pick up someone's truck that it broke down, I think down near the warehouse. So we're going to go and do that. Let me just quickly open up the gate right here because I did close it. So let's open that back up and let's go back into our amazing GMC Denali and make our way towards the town and then into the mechanic shop so we can pick up this tow truck. I am so excited, you guys, because this is my first time ever doing an oil change. So hopefully I do not mess up, because if I do mess up, yeah, I'm gonna lose a lot of money. Anyways, we do have a very short shift today, so we cannot be wasting time today. So let's get our truck parked right here. We're gonna walk into the mechanic shop and pick up a tow truck and then grab all of our tools that we need to finish up and do these jobs. So let's get out of here. Let me open up my door and boom, let's shut that closed. So let me go inside the office because, oh my goodness, my nose, I just hit my nose against the door. I am so clumsy, you guys. Anyways, we should have the tow truck right around here. I don't see it at all. I mean, that's fine for now. Let me quickly grab my tools. Here's where I keep all of my tools, and the tow truck should be, oh, it's right here. Oh my goodness, I am so blind as well. But let's open up the garage door and let me hop into this bad boy. So let's start making our way to the tool store, which is literally down the street, and grab some more tools that I need to accomplish these oil changes. So let me hop in and let me make sure the road is clear. All right, and let me pull into the tool store. Is that the actual name of the tool store? I thought it was plain tools. Never mind, I think I'm thinking about APM. Anyways, let's park this thing right here. I know it wasn't a really good job. I'm kind of like in the middle. Anyways, let's walk inside and let's see. Oh, here it is. So we're gonna need some of these ramps to pick up the vehicle, and then we're gonna need, I'm trying to reach that, an oil pan. And then once we have an oil pan, we're gonna grab some cones, just in case something does happen or we need to close the road. We have some cones ready to go, and I think that is gonna be it for this tool store trip. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna need anything else. So let me quickly check out. Here you go. Let me check out for all of these things, and let's make our way towards the first house, which should be down the streets. It shouldn't be too far. So let's quickly hop in. And I really love this tow truck because if you guys can't see it, it's kind of like camouflage, but there's a winch at the front that is pretty sick. It can carry even semis. But the road is clear. Let's cross the streets, and oh my goodness, we have another stop sign. All right, I guess I'll follow the rules, you guys. Then oh, here is going to be the first property, the first truck that we are going to be fixing today. So I think I'm gonna park, actually I don't know what to do. Should I park in his driveway? Hopefully he doesn't get mad. I mean, if I don't have space, then I might just park on the street, but it looks like I'm gonna have space. Let me just align myself so I won't have to be so crooked, and I am sticking out just a little bit. So let me just put some cones just so people can be a little bit careful. And I feel like this one's a little bit uneven. I like when the cones are kind of even. I don't know, something's wrong with me. Alrighty, we have a truck right here, and first things first, we're gonna put down the ramp. So let me move the ramps facing the wheels, and I have to turn this all the way around. Oh my goodness, this actually might take forever. Alright, so we're gonna place the first ramp. I think this is gonna be a good spot, and then we're gonna place the second ramp right here. And let me quickly hop in, and oh, this thing sounds really good, you guys. We're gonna throw these onto the ramps. Let me carefully do this, and boom, we are successfully onto the ramps. I seriously didn't think it was going to be this easy, because if you guys know a little bit about my luck, then you guys know I don't have the best luck. But anyways, look how close I am to my tow truck. I should have just parked my tow truck on the road. But anyways, let's throw down the oil pan. There we go. And I'm gonna quickly get under. All right, we're draining it. All of the oil is coming out. Already the oil pan is almost filled, and I think we are ready to close and top off the oil pan. So let me quickly do that, and boom, we are done with draining the oil. Let me quickly put some new oil. I think I have some oil right here in the bag, so let me quickly grab it, and let's quickly fill this truck with brand new oil. And I think that is gonna be it for this job. Dude, that was actually super easy. I don't know why people take hours on doing the oil change. It was super easy for me, but I think I need to grab the oil pan, and we're gonna have to dump it into the ocean. So let's dump this. There we go. And let's make our way back, because we're gonna throw this in the back of the tow truck. And before we do remove the ramps, we gotta remove the truck a little bit backwards, just like so. And we can now remove the ramps, and boom, look at that. That was the easiest job ever, and we got paid $80 for this 10-minute job. But we are still not finished. We still have 2 more jobs to go, so let's make our way towards the second one. Let me quickly pick up my cones, and let's start making our way towards the warehouse that I was talking about earlier, because I believe someone ended up breaking down and they need some of my services. So we're gonna turn on the beacon lights and we're gonna make our way towards the second location. But so far this job has been super easy, you guys. We do have also one more oil change job that we have to do, and I believe that house should be down there. But first we're gonna go and pick up this truck that should be broken down right around here. I don't see it so far. Yeah, I don't think it's on this side, but let's make a left turn onto this road and maybe, oh wait a minute, is that the truck right there? Yo, this is a nice Jeep. Is this a Gladiator? What is this? It's really nice. Hold on, I kind of want to take a look at this. I know I shouldn't leave my truck right there, but I want to take a look at this, and this is a really cool truck. Let me quickly get back into my tow truck. I shouldn't have left it in the middle of the road. Oh my goodness. But let's start dropping the boom and unfolding it so we can get this Jeep loaded up. But before we do get it connected, I am gonna move the wheels forward. I'm gonna move them forward. We should now be ready to connect this thing. So let me carefully back up and kaboom! We are now connected towards the Jeep. So let me quickly raise the boom and kind of hold it a little bit. There you go. And we can now head out and drop this thing at the mechanic shop so they can repair it. But you know, this is pretty normal for Jeeps. They always break down, so I probably would never buy one. But hey, at least they look really nice, you guys. But it looks like we have an intersection, so let's make a nice left turn and boom. Oh, hold on, I almost lost control, and I can see the town not too far away, you guys. So let me start slowing down because we do have the mechanic shop right here. So let's pull in and let's see, where should we drop this off? Let's drop it off right here. I'm gonna open up the garage door and we're gonna unload this bad boy. So let me quickly get a little bit forward so I can back up. So let me carefully do this. All right, let me get a little bit closer. But you know what they say, steady wins the race or something like that. Anyways, we're gonna unload the Jeep right here. So let me drop this. There we go. Do that part of the boom and we can now disconnect the Jeep and they can take care of this thing. I know, I just feel bad for the mechanics, well, I guess the other mechanics, because these Jeeps are not easy to work with. But let's close that up and bring up our boom because it is all the way down. So let's quickly bring up our boom and we are going to start making our way towards the last property, which should be down near the ocean where I showed you guys earlier today. And I believe this is going to be some type of race car or sports car. So I'm really excited, you guys. But we don't need the beacons anymore. I'm going to turn them off, and let me also check on time how we are doing. And oh my goodness, we're literally on the last 30 minutes, you guys, and I just took that sign. We cannot be messing around. Let's check the intersection. It is clear to go, and let's step on it all the way down. We have to use the turbos on this thing because I have to return this tow truck in less than 30 minutes, but I don't see the car. I thought it was going to be down here. I think they lied to me, you guys. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the... Holy moly, look at that. That is crazy. There is no way this person owns this race car. Alrighty, let me carefully back my tow truck and we're gonna leave it parked right up front like how we did on the first property, and we're gonna put up the cones. Let's put one cone and then yeah, let's put up another cone so people can be careful. And look at this. Yo, this is nasty. This is crazy. I kind of want to take this on a joyride, you guys, but I know that's not a good thing, but we might do it. Hold on, let's quickly do an oil change on this thing, but don't tell anyone, you guys. We're gonna put the first ramp right here and then we're gonna place the second ramp. Should I move it like this? Oh no, that's bad. Hold on, let me do this again. And there you go. We placed the second ramp onto the driveway, and now we gotta carefully do this. Oh no, I'm barely gonna have space, you guys. This is so small. Look at this. This car is so low to the ground, but let me place the oil pan right under right there, and I'm gonna quickly get under. Alrighty, we are now under the vehicle. We're draining all of the oil and it's kind of hitting my face, but that's fine. So let's quickly drain this out. All right, nice. It looks like it's full now. So let's get out under there. I'm gonna grab the pan. Cannot forget about the pan. And since there is an ocean right back here, this is where we can dump the oil. Actually, you know what? Where is the ocean? It's all the way down there. All right, never mind. I should have just gone the other side. Alrighty, we are now at the ocean, which means we can now dump all of our oil. There we go. It can go back into the nature, and we're gonna make our way back to the tow truck because we're gonna start picking up everything because we are done with this oil change. Oh, wait, I forgot to fill it with oil. Oh my goodness, that could have been really bad. So let me quickly fill it with 6 quarts of oil. There you go. And we're gonna move this a little bit backwards, park it right here, and boom, we are now done with this oil change. So let's pick up our ramps just like so. And before we do head out, we cannot forget about our cones. So all of that should be ready to go. We are done, and we're gonna make our way towards the mechanic shop so we can return this tow truck because sadly this is not mine. It is part of the company that I currently work for, so we're gonna go and return it towards them. So it's gonna be quite the trip, which is why we're gonna do a nice transition in 3, 2, and 1. And And here we are now back in town. We're gonna go and get this thing parked up. So let's open that up, and I'm gonna reverse into the mechanic shop because I do gain more aura points. So let's leave this parked right here, turn that thing off, and we can now start making our way towards home. Actually, you know what, let me quickly run to the store and return all of these things because I don't need them and I'm done with my shift. Oh my goodness, I left my door open. I am so clumsy, you guys. I can't believe I left my door open. I am really surprised no one ended up stealing my stuff or stealing my truck, but thankfully everyone in the city is nice. But let's return all of our items and we can now make our way back into the truck and make our way back home. Alrighty everyone, it looks like we are now back to our rich multi-million-dollar farmhouse because you guys know I'm the best at everything. So we're gonna go and park our pickup, which is also really expensive, like 6 figures or something like that, something light. Let me open up the door and let's celebrate.
Oh yeah.
But with that in mind, we managed to successfully do 2 oil changes and pick up a pickup truck that broke down and rescue it. I think it was a pretty successful day, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What everyone, welcome back to another APM video, and today we have a brand new update in APM, and as you guys can see, we have the brand new speedboat, or I think it's called an airboat, in the game. We're gonna be testing this bad boy out, and we're gonna actually do a challenge with it, and we're gonna be able to see if we can actually drive this all the way to the ocean. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So first things first is we're gonna hop into our work truck, and then we're gonna grab this airboat. I think that this is what it's called. If not, feel free to correct me in the chat, you guys. But let's get it connected, and we're gonna take it to kind of a dock that there is gonna be located right around here. So we're gonna pull out of our home and we're gonna make a right turn. So let me turn on those blinkers and look at this thing, dude. The color on this thing looks so nice. I think it originally came gray. I could be wrong, but I was able to change the color to this really nice orange. So I'm really excited to test this out. I'm also gonna go and pick up a camper just in case we come back like at night or something. We can just camp the night at this spot. But this is actually gonna be the location that we're gonna be beginning and then driving the airboat all the way to the ocean. I really think it can do that. Yeah, I think it should be able to. Oh, whoa. Oh my goodness, you guys. It was super bumpy right there. What the heckers? All right, so let me get this thing turned around. I'm probably gonna back it up into kind of on the side of the dock right here. But wait a minute, isn't this the dock? What is this called? Like a little dock? It's like a dock as well. I don't know what I'm talking about. But let me carefully back up and hold on, let me adjust to myself. I think I'm stuck. Yeah, my wheels were kind of stuck right there. So let me get this thing unloaded right around here. Yeah, I think this should be good. So let me turn this bad boy and let me try to get this thing removed with the straps. So I think it should be now in the ocean. Let me just quickly a little bit move it on the side, and then what is this? Is this a hatch? No way, dude, that is sick. And it has speakers. I think those are speakers, right? There's one right here and there's another one right here, dude. That is freaking sick. All right. Oh, look at the fan on this thing. The fan is humongous, but we cannot get too excited. We're gonna go and pick up the camper and we're gonna quickly set it up right there, and then we're gonna be right back so we can take that on a joyride. I am so excited, you guys. Let me know if you guys have tested it out and how fun was it. But let's get out of here. We're gonna start driving and making our way back into town. So let me make a right turn right here, just like so, and then we're gonna make our way to the trailer store, which is gonna be right here. And I'm thinking about getting a really small camper. I don't think I'm gonna get a big camper because it's gonna be a small camping trip. So yeah, we're not gonna be there forever. It's gonna be for a little bit of time. Plus, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna camp the night there. But we are now in the city. What time is it? Oh my goodness, it's already 10. No, it's 11 a.m. Holy moly, guacamole. But let's go through the car wash. Let's get a free car wash, just like so. And let's pick up our brand new, actually, you know what, it's gonna be our camper. Never mind, I was thinking about the brand new boat, but we already got that thing loaded up on the dock. We just gotta connect this camper just like so. And honestly, this is one of my favorite campers because not only is it small, but it's got interior lights. Like the interior is pretty modern as well, so it's not a bad camper, one of the best ones in the game. But I'm gonna start driving back. We're gonna go and get this set up right next to where we just unloaded their airboat, and we're gonna be able to start this challenge. Hopefully we can do this challenge successfully, but I think we have to take a turn on this road right here. Yeah, I think it should be this dirt road. Let me just quickly check my map just to make sure I'm going the right way. And yeah, okay, awesome, perfect. By the way, let me know what you guys think about the video I just posted this morning. It was about, well, I mean, if you haven't seen it, it was about me going to this creepy cabin in southern mudding. But it looks like we are now back at the spot. So let's go down here carefully. And I really don't like this road because look how bumpy this is. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is so bumpy. Good thing there is no one in the back of the camper because they would think that there was like an earthquake going on. But let's get this thing set up. I actually don't know where to set up. I kind of want to set up over there, but there is kind of like a little dock over here, so I think it would look cooler over here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's park it right around here. So let me just adjust myself right around here. Let me hop out and let's get this thing disconnected. All right, so let me park my truck right around here. I think I'm gonna park it right here and then turn that off, and let's go inside this camper. Let's get this thing quickly set up before we do take off. Ooh, look at this. I was telling you guys, look at the interior on this thing. It looks so nice, and there's even lights in here. Holy moly. And that's not even the best part. The best part is that you can close this. Look, 3, 2, and 1. Where am I, you guys? Boo. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you guys, but I think it's now time to test out the airboat. Dude, I am so excited. Let me know if you guys are excited as well. So let's go into this boat. Let me kind of swim here. It's super cold. The water is super cold, and ooh, there's a lot of seats. There was 1 seat, 2 seats. Ooh, what is that? Yo, what the heck is that? Ooh, there's like buttons and stuff. Wait, can I drive this? Oh, what is this for? Oh, this is for the fans. Okay, and how do I drive this? Oh, wait a minute. I was sitting on the right seat. Never mind. I thought this was like a passenger seat. Oops. All right, so let me turn this again. Ooh, look at that. We got the fans working. All right, let's pack this up. Holy moly, look at the wind on this thing. It's so powerful. Wait, can I actually make this faster? Hold on, I want to check this out. Okay, so it looks like you can only change the color of this thing. All right, never mind. I thought I could make this faster, but I think we are now ready to take off. So let's go. We're gonna go super fast. I don't know which way we're gonna go. I think this might be the right way right here. We're gonna try to make our way to the ocean successfully, and apparently they might have added some type of Everglades in APM, so we have so much to check out in today's update. So far, this airboat has been performing really well. Honestly, it performs so much better than the boat they released last week. I'm not gonna lie, the boat last week was a little bit laggy, and look at this. I am kind of lost. I don't know which way to go. I feel like I should go this side. Hopefully this is the right path. If this is the wrong path, then we gotta go back and waste a lot of time. But let's go through here. Oh, we gotta slow down because this kind of like space is very small and narrow, so I think we're going the right way. Ooh, look at this. We got some grass. Wait, what's around here? Ooh, what is that? Oh, it's a dead end. Never mind. All right, so let me turn this thing around, and ooh, I really love that. It looks so nice. I kind of wish it did that when we would drive the boat. But let me just make sure I am good on time. What time is it? Okay, so it looks like about 1 p.m. So we have about 4 hours of daylight time until the sun starts to set. So we gotta do this fast. I don't know if we're going the right way. And oh, whoa, we're cutting it close. What is this? Is this a little island? Whoa, I've never seen this. I want to check this out. Hold on, is there something on top? Hold on, let me jump. Oh, that was a really good jump actually. Ooh, I've never seen this. I think they just added this in APM, a little island. This is pretty sick. Wait, can I take a sneak peek? Okay, so it looks like the ocean is gonna be right down there. All right, let's go. I think we're halfway done. All right, so let me get back into this thing. Oh, dude, I barely made that jump. Nice. All right, so let me turn this thing on. Let me back this up, just like so, and we're gonna make our way to the ocean. I think we're gonna be able to accomplish this mission. All right, so there seems to be another path right there, which I think is gonna be the wrong direction. So I'm gonna continue driving down here. Maybe we can find something that's gonna help us arrive at the ocean, but I don't see anything so far. Wait, what is this? Okay, so it looks like, ooh, dude, this house is so lucky because they have kind of like a little river back here. It's so nice. But let's step on this thing. Let's go really fast. And oh my goodness, you guys, did we just find the ocean? I think we just found the ocean. Let's go. Oh my goodness, I'm super excited because I really want to test this out. I want to go full speed. So in 3, 2, 1, let's see how fast this thing can go. Is the airboat fast or slow? And it looks like we're gonna hit 50 miles per hour. Come on, let's hit 60. Oh, nice. 65 miles per hour seems to be the fastest this airboat can go. Not too shabby, I'm not gonna lie, it's not bad. We've definitely seen worse. And oh my goodness, I'm drifting. Yo, I feel like one of the Japanese car drift drivers, kind of, except I'm a cowboy. All right, let's go back home. All right, so where did we just come from? Oh my goodness, did I just lose where I just came from? Oh, look at that. So I just noticed that there's an engine on the back of this airboat. What is that? A V8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is a V8. Holy I feel like it should be faster then if it's gonna be a V8. Anyways, I think this is the river we came from. I was about to say road, but we didn't come from this road. There's no roads in the river. But how do we get back? I'm gonna, hopefully we do not get lost because the sun is about to go down. We probably have like less than 2 hours until the sun goes down. I mean, if the sun does go down, does this thing have lights? Wait, let me see. Okay. No lights. Oh, there you go. Holy moly, guacamole. These things are so bright, you guys. This is so bright. All right, we have the island right here. And wait a minute. I don't recognize this part. Oh, no. Whoa. We crashed. Oh, no. Wait, can we go on under there? I think we can. I'm not going to test out my luck because we just bought this brand new airboat and I do not want to crash it. So let's get out here. Let's make our way back because the sun seems to be going down and I don't know if there's any monsters or alligators. Not that I've seen some and I really don't want to see any alligators, but that's what I heard. There are some alligators around this river. So let's start making our way back home. And okay, left or right? Okay, so it looks like there's only the right side because I forgot that this is a little dead end. So let's go under the bridge. Ready, set, and go. Oh my goodness, it's so dark. Oh, dude, look at the lights. They're so powerful. All right, so where is the dock? We're going to try to look for the dock and get back. Oh, no, don't crash. Oh, no. We just kind of bumped into the side of the hill. And oh, no, there's more. There's more little hills. Good thing these are just sand and it's not really going to damage the boat because this boat is made out of platinum and steel. The good old American. I'm lost now. I think we came under this bridge. Yeah, I think we came from under this bridge. Let's see. I'm going to quickly step on this because I'm getting scared, you guys. Oh, no. Oh, okay. That wasn't bad. And oh my goodness, you guys, we just found the camper. We are back and we just made it in time because the sun is about to set. So let me adjust myself and we're gonna try to get this loaded back on the trailer. And why isn't this thing turning? It's so heavy. All right, I'm kind of having trouble seeing, so I'm gonna turn on the lights so I can see a little bit better. So let me carefully do this. I'm gonna try to perfectly put this on the trailer just like so, and I think that should be perfect. And boom, it's now on the trailer. So let me get this out of the water and park it right. Actually, you know what? We could just pick it up in the morning. Yeah, I think we could just pick it up in the morning. But I'm gonna go and run inside, get some snacks, and then probably come back right out. Alrighty, everyone. I just got some snacks and I'm ready to. What the hell? Dude, it just became night. That was so fast. Yo, the time in this game goes pretty fast. But I'm gonna quickly eat my snacks. Yo, this is really good. And I'm probably just gonna jump into my bed. So yeah, I'm gonna turn off my lights and I'll catch you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. I think it's morning time. Let's see if it's morning. I don't know. I kind of slept in because I'm kind of tired because of the challenge we did. But oh, look at that. It's so beautiful, you guys. Oh my goodness. All right, I think it's time to go. So let me get everything packed up, put up the tarp, and I'm probably gonna pack everything and meet you guys back home. Alrighty, everyone. I am back and we got the boat connected to the back of the work truck and we're gonna make our way back home because I just dropped off the camper back at the trailer store and I realized that we live like what, 2 minutes away from the dock. But anyways, we are now back at our property. Home sweet home. We got this thing parked in our driveway and I'm gonna head inside because I'm gonna take a shower. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. Good morning, everyone. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another APM video, and today we got contacted by a dealership. So this dealership gave us a contract to deliver 5 brand new cars to their dealership. So today's task is going to head over to the gas station to pick up the semi, and then we're gonna head over to the mechanic shop so we can pick up these 5 brand new cars, and lastly deliver them to the brand new dealership. So before I continue to yap, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. And by the way, we have to finish this by 6 p.m. so by the afternoon, because that is the amount of time I have to borrow the semi. So let's start off by opening our garage. And as you can see, we are going to be taking the beast today. So let's hop into the truck. Let me give you guys a quick cold start. This thing is such a beast. And if you haven't been catching up with the videos, make sure you guys watch the last one because we ended up buying this huge multi-million-dollar property. But enough of the yap. Let's start making our way over to the gas station so we can pick up this semi, because that is going to be our first task for today. So let's make a left turn on this road, and then we are going to make another left turn down this road. So this is the road that we are going to be making a left turn. Let me make sure that the road is clear, and it seems that we can make a turn right here. And oh my goodness, the sun is super bright today. I cannot see. Hopefully I do not crash my truck. But yeah, it looks so cool today. I wish I kind of went fishing today, or at least camping. So the gas station is right here. So let's make a left turn right here. I'm gonna end up parking at the back of the gas station because I ended up getting yelled at by the manager of this gas station because he told me I kept using his customers' parking, so I guess he wants me to park back here instead. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna park right here. I'm gonna put this in park, turn it off, and honestly, these parking lots look a little bit off. I will not lie because the line is supposed to connect to the building, kind of like right here, but you know. I should probably tell him. But as you can see, we have the huge semi right here. We've got the huge black trailer. I don't remember this being black. Honestly, I think I like it. It looks pretty sleek. But let's hop into the semi. And before we turn on the engine, always make sure to turn on your beacons. Number one, safety. And now we can turn on the engine. Let's give this a nice listen. Whew. Wow, that thing is mean. Alright, so we are going to make a turn right here and then make a right on this plaza. But before I do, I always gotta make sure the road is clear so we can make a turn. Let's hope that we do not hit the stop sign, and it looks like we are not gonna be taking the stop sign today. So we have our first task finished, which is picking up the semi, and the second task is to head over to the mechanic shop so we can pick up 5 of these brand new vehicles and take them to the dealership. So let's make a right turn right here. I don't know if this is gonna be possible. Oh, not my best turn, but you know, we've been able to turn. So we've got the gas station right here, and then the mechanic shop is right here. So let's start slowing down and let's see. Oh my goodness, look at all these cars. All right, so what I'm going to do is kind of turn right here and then vertically park so we can just load up all the cars. So let's go and quickly do that. And it looks like we're gonna have to make a tight turn right here. Alright, so far so good. And it looks like we've been able to make that turn. Alright, nice. Now all we have to do is vertically park. So let me straighten myself because I am a little bit way too crooked. Alright, it looks like I have aligned myself and now I can park the car, well the semi, and turn off the engine. But before we do start loading up all the cars, let's throw down the ramps just like so. And let's see, what should we begin with? Should we begin with the Jeep or the Corvette? You know what? Let's start off with the Corvette. Let's hop into the Corvette. This thing is pretty badass. You can just hear the V8 roar. So let's carefully throw in the Corvette on top of the trailer. We have to make sure that we do not scratch this Corvette. And let's see, let's get a little bit closer. And whew, that scared me. And I think this is good, so I'm gonna put it in park and turn off the engine. Let's hop out and let's throw up the ramp. So I believe it's this one. Oh, nice. I think I might have parked a little bit too over the edge, but I think that's fine. It seems to be well attached. So now we can continue with the next vehicle, which is going to be the Mustang. So let's hop into the Mustang, turn this bad boy on, and look at the interior. Full carbon fiber. Holy moly, guacamole. This thing is crazy. So let's throw this in. Make sure we don't hit the splitter because I do know the front splitter will cost a lot of money. I might have broken a splitter once. Anyways, let's put this thing in park right here. I think this is in a good position, so I'm gonna throw this thing in park, turn off the engine, and look at that. We've got 2 vehicles. I keep falling into this ditch. We've got 2 vehicles, and now we just need 3 more. We need it seems to be an SUV, a vintage muscle car, and a Jeep. So let's throw in the SUV. Let me turn this thing on, and let's carefully get this thing loaded. I feel like I'm a little bit too much to the right side, so I'm gonna move a little bit to the left, just like so. I think this is good, so I'm going to throw it in park, turn off the engine. I'm really hoping that it's not in a bad position, but perfect. It couldn't have gone any better. So we've got 1, 2, and 3 vehicles loaded onto the trailer, and we need 2 more, which seems to be the Mustang and the Jeep. So let me hop into this bad boy. All right, and let me make sure that I am not crooked. All right, let me back up a little bit and let's get this thing loaded. Oh, before I do that, I need to raise this part of the ramp. So just click this and there we go. So we got this part of the ramp lifted. So let's hop right back into the vehicle. To be honest, this part might be a little bit too difficult. I'm nervous. I don't want to hit the front end. Careful. Oh, that was way too close. All right, you know what? I'm just going to throw this in park, turn off the engine, and let's give this a check. And dude, that is so close. Holy moly. I am a pro. We've got 4 vehicles loaded onto the back of the trailer. And guess what? We need 1 more. So you guys know the process. We hop into the vehicle, turn on the engine, and let's get this last vehicle loaded. I really like this Jeep. It's so nice and compact. I might buy one. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. Let's park it right here. Let me turn off the engine, put it in park, and let's give this a 360 check just to make sure every vehicle is nice and loaded, and as well as secure that, yeah, everything is in great condition. We didn't mess up any of the cars, so that means we can throw up the ramps and head over to the brand new dealership. Let me jump right back into my semi, turn on the engine. There we go. And this is going to be the most difficult part of the job, and that is turning right here. Because we have to make sure we do not hit any of the stop signs. The key is to do it slow and steady. Alright. Nice. That was amazing. I will not lie. I was pretty nervous turning right there. Because typically I either get stuck or I end up hitting one of the stop signs. But like I said, I am a pro. So we are going to be making a right turn on down this road. Very nice. And we have the dealership right here, so we're gonna make another right turn right here, and now all we have to do is pull into the dealership. All right, so we have arrived at the dealership, and before we finish the job, we gotta make sure we load up all the vehicles into the building. All right, before I throw them in, let me open up the garage just like so, and now I'm gonna start backing up just like so, and I think that is good. So let me hop out. I'm gonna throw down the ramps. There we go. And let's start off with the Jeep. Alright, let me turn on the vehicle. Alright, I turned on the engine, and let's carefully, there you go. I'm gonna start parking them right here, just like so. There we go. Alright, let's back up carefully, and let's get this parked next to the Jeep. I think this looks fine, so I'm just gonna throw it in the park and turn off the engine so we can continue with the third one. Alright, so it looks like we have the SUV, so let me throw this thing down. I believe it's this one. Nice. Let's hop right into here, and let's carefully repeat the process. There we go. So we got 3 cars into the dealership, so let's continue with the Mustang. Let me hop right in. There we go, and let's get this monster unloaded. Alright, so let me carefully park next to the SUV. There we go. And now we need one more vehicle, and that is the Corvette. So let's bring this down. Whee! And let's get this thing unloaded. And I think that is going to do the job. So let's throw this in park, turn off the engine, and let's take a look at all of the cars. I think we did a fantastic job. Before we can call this a mission success, we have to deliver the semi back where we got it from. Alright, let me back up a little bit. Perfect. And before we do turn off the engine, we gotta make sure that we turn off the beacons, just like so. So I'm gonna hop into my truck. Hopefully they didn't steal it. Looks like my truck has not been stolen, so let's hop into the truck, turn on this bad boy, and I'll meet you guys back home. Home sweet home. We can all agree that was a mission success. So with that conclusion, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe to make sure you never miss an APM video, and I'll catch you guys on to the next video. Peace. What's up everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be playing APM, American Plane to Money. You guys know that you guys love this game, so we are back with a new video, and today we're going to be taking the TRX because we have to save 2 cars from a car crash using the brand new flatbed that they just added today. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. So we have the TRX right here. It is looking so good. For a second I thought I had my TRX colored blue. Yeah, I don't know why it is orange, but that is fine. We're gonna be taking this thing, or you know what, I think I can change the color right here because I believe I had this. Oh, whoa, this thing looks nice black, but we're not gonna do black. Yeah, I think it was blue. Yeah, let me do that. And before we head out, let me actually close the garage. There we go, we closed the garage, and it looks like it is morning right now. We only have till the afternoon to do this, so we gotta be fast. So let me get in my TRX just like so. Let me turn this thing on, and let's start making our way over to the mechanic shop, because the mechanic shop, which is right here, is going to have the brand new semi with a flatbed, and we're gonna be able to take it so we can save this massive car crash. Apparently there was a truck involved, and the truck ended up flipping over multiple times, which sounds pretty crazy. But as you guys can hear, this thing sounds so amazing. I might go in first person because look at this. Wait, let me make sure the road is clear before I take off. All right, let me turn right here, and look at this. Oh my goodness, this thing is so crazy. And this thing is so crazy that I ended up missing the road I had to take a turn in, but that is fine. Let's take a turn right on this road. Let me turn on my blinkers. Let's make a turn, and then we have the mechanic shop right down here. So let me find some parking. I think, you know what, let me just park it right up front. I think this should be a nice spot. You can see my hands twisting the steering wheel. That is pretty cool. But let me carefully do this. Let me back up, and I think that should be good. Let me check the back. Actually, you know what, I can get a little bit closer, so I think now that should be fine. Let me turn off the truck, and look at that. Oh my god, this truck is such a beauty. But anyways, we are now at the mechanic shop, or Tenny, I think that's what it's called. There's a sign up here that says Tenny, so we are at Tenny. Let's see, where is the the semi. Oh, it's right there. I see it. Hold on, let me open this right here. And would you take a look at this? Oh my goodness, dude, this thing is so long. Wait, can I hop on? Oh, look at that. Is this a chain? Oh, that is pretty sick. Yo, we gotta check this out. So let me get in right here. Let's turn it on and let's pull out this bad boy. And before we actually take off, let's close the garage. So let me try to reach for the top. I cannot. I'm too short. All right, so it looks like I cannot close the garage. I am too short. Actually, you know what? No. Never mind. I was gonna try to get on the flatbed and then try to close the garage, but I don't think that's gonna work. Anyways, let's start making our way over to the crash site, which is going to be located right around right here around this bridge. So let me turn this thing on and let me turn on the beacons as well. And let's see, the amber. Yeah, let's do amber. And I think we are now ready to go. Look at that. We've got all the lights turned on. And I don't think I've made a video with this semi. I mean, if I have, I probably forgot, to be honest. But this thing is pretty nice. I've never seen a semi with a flatbed. This is actually my first time. I mean, if you guys have seen one, let me know in the comments in real life. I've never seen a semi with an actual flatbed. But let me check the map. Just got to make sure we are going the right way. And it looks like we are. So we're going to step on it and drive all the way to the bridge so we can check out this incident so we can save them. I wonder how bad it is. So this is the gas station right here, which means we are very close. There should be a dirt road down here. So let me turn on my blinkers and let's make a right turn just like so. And there should be a bridge down here and it's kind of blurry. I think there is a car crash. Let's see how bad this is. And oh my goodness, this is really bad. Actually, the whole front of this Camaro is destroyed. Look at the suspension. And then we have a Ford right here that just completely flipped over. This is super bad. We gotta turn around the semi so we can start pulling these cars. Yeah, this is super bad. Look at that. Oh my goodness. All right, let me get in the semi and let's flip this thing over so we can start pulling these cars. All right, so I'm gonna finish turning around. Let me just back up just like so. And I think our first goal is to, what should we do first? Should we try to flip over the Ford? I think we should try to do that. Let's see. Let me see if this works. I'm gonna park this thing right here, and then I think there should be a winch right here. Yeah, there's a winch right here. And then let me see if I can connect it to the Ford. And let's see. Nope, hold on. Let's see. Attach. All right, so we got this thing attached. We've got the chains, everything locked in, and let's see if this can work. So let me try to pull this thing. Okay, so it is getting pulled. I think I'm making things worse. All right, let me disconnect this because this is not good. Let me actually try to pull the Dodge. See, let me try to pull this thing. Oh, this thing can barely move. Oh, this thing is super stuck. That is really bad. Look at the frames. Oh my goodness, we accidentally flipped it over. Well, not accidentally. Yeah, never mind. It was accidental. But look at that. We got the Ford standing up and then we moved the Dodge out of the way. I think I'm going to try to move the Ford a little bit back so we can get it on top of the flatbed. So let me just align myself just like so. All right, let me hop out and then let's see. This is actually where we play with the functions. Oh, it turns this. Okay, I see. So if we go over here, you guys can see the lights are off, but if we click it on, the lights are now turned on. That's pretty cool, but it is currently not nice. So let me turn them back off and I'm going to raise the bed just like so, a little bit more. And I think that should be good right there. And now let's extend it so we can get it on the ground a little bit more. And I think that is going to be good right here. You know what? A little bit more. Okay, there we go. All right, let me get in the truck right here, the Ford. Let me turn this thing back on and let's carefully place it on top of the bed just like so. I'm going to turn off the engine and I'm going to keep the emergency lights on just like so. And I think we can raise this back up. So let me start lowering this. Look at that. That is pretty sick. And then I think we got to retract it. Kind of looks funny. Whoa. That's a lot. All right. The truck looks different. Hold on. Let me try to fix this. All right. There you go. Quickly had to fix that. For some reason, it was kind of glitching, but I think we now got to use this. But before we do, let me actually get the Camaro behind the flatbed. And I'm still laughing because look at the suspension on this thing. This thing had crashed so hard to the point where it completely messed it up. We're going to have to fix it when we get back to the mechanic shop. But for now, let me extend the Stinger. Oh, look at that. And I think we lower this. Yeah, I think that should be good right there. And let me see. Can I connect this? Let me try to connect this. Yeah, I'm not sure how to connect this. I'm going to place it right here. Oh, that's how you do it. I forgot to press brake on my semi. Hold on. Let me try to put the brakes on. Yeah, I don't know why it's getting pushed. So let me retract it a little bit. And I think we are now ready to go. And for some reason, my semi keeps moving. It's a little bit odd. All right, I'm going to turn my semi back on. And let's start making our way all the way to the mechanic shop. To be honest, I thought this job was going to be a little bit more difficult, but so far it's been fairly easy. But I think what kind of of surprised me was when we ended up flipping the truck back over, because I ended up doing it on accident. But as you guys can see, we got everything. We got the Ford on the flatbed, and then we've got the Dodge, or no, I think this is a Camaro on top of the Stinger. Quite the setup we've got going on, and I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty heavy carrying all of this. But anyways, let's make a left turn right here. That was not the best right turn. But as you guys can see, we are now back at the mechanic shop. We have another job of unloading every single thing back into the mechanic shop. And before I start unloading all of this, I'm gonna open one of the garages. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna open both garages. So let me open this one up, and then let me open this one as well, so we can throw in the Camaro and the Ford truck in there so they can get this fixed. And oh my goodness, look at my truck, it looks so good. And why is my semi moving? All right, so let me hop in my semi and let me carefully back into the garage. This is gonna be more difficult than I thought. All right, let me try to back into the mechanic shop just like so, and let's try to disconnect it from the Stinger just like so. Let me just pull this back right here. I'm gonna park it right back here. I'll turn the engine off, and then let me fold the Stinger back. Whoops. Alrighty everyone, I ended up fixing the Stinger back to its normal position, and now we just gotta load the Ford truck in the second garage. So let me fix myself and back into the second one. So I think I'm gonna park it right here just like so, and let me go towards the controls and let me start lowering the bed. All right, first I think we have to raise it, and then I think we have to extend it. What is happening to my semi? And all right, cool. Now we just gotta hop in, roll this thing, and park it right down here. Awesome. Look at that. We've got the Ford truck that is completely destroyed, and the Camaro that is also completely destroyed from the suspension, successfully delivered. Let me just pull this back. Hold on, where is it? Oh no, that is not good. All right, so let me retract my bed. Let me lower this, and then let me retract it just like so, and then we are almost done with this job, and I think that should be good. Look at that, perfect, like completely normal. Let me just close this thing back down. Wait, hold on, this thing is not working. Okay, there we go. Everyone say goodbye to the Ford and to the Camaro, and we have one last job, and that is to park our semi back where we got it from. So let me align myself because I feel like I am very crooked, and let's back into the garage, and there we go. We are now parked in the garage. Let me put this in park, turn it off, and then let's also turn off our beacon and then our amber. Where is it? Okay, there we go, off. Awesome, look at that. Now I just gotta try to close this. Awesome, finally. I tried to close it earlier today, but it was not working. And let's go inside of Tenny's and let's see if we can talk to anyone. Why is there two doors right here? That's a weird layout. Anyways, let's see. Oh, hello, good sir. I kind of left a couple cars in the mechanic shop. Can you guys fix them? Oh, yes. Awesome. Talk to my manager. He'll pay for them. All right, bye. I don't know why that was a little bit awkward. But anyways, let's hop into our TRX, this complete monster. Oh yeah, look at this. We are so back. And we can finally head back home, which with the power of editing, I'll catch you guys over there in 3, 2, and 1. Home sweet home. Alrighty, everyone. It looks like we are now back. Let me just park in my driveway just like so, and we are now done. Let me actually check what time is it, and okay, it looks like we are 1 hour away from the sunset, which means we managed to complete this job just in time. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. But for now, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace. What's up everyone, welcome back to another APM video. As you guys can see, we're going to be playing American Plains Money because we're going to be using the brand new semi, I think it's called a wrecker, and be picking up a vintage and rusty vehicle from the river. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it means so much to me. And let's begin with the video. So let's get into our work truck because we're going to go and head over to the mechanic shop so we can pick up this brand new semi that is called the wrecker. And pretty much this semi can be used to pick up really heavy vehicles, cars, construction equipment, and even semis without a problem. So we're going to be using that, and it's the main reason that we're going to go and head over there. And the goal is to make sure we finish this job before the afternoon. And trust me, this job is not going to be easy because I kind of already tested this wrecker in my previous video in my main channel. So if you guys haven't seen that, make sure to check that out. And oh my goodness, I was driving on the wrong side of the road. Whoops, my bad. god. We are back in the city because we came to pick up that bad boy right there. Look at that huge machine. Oh my goodness, that looks amazing. Let me just get my truck parked right up front. So I think I'm gonna park it at this first parking lot. So let's park it right around here, just like so. And by the way, I hope you guys like my brand new fit. We got the vest, we got the orange pants, and we've got all my construction stuff going around. Look at this. The belt also looks really nice. Look at the belt. Anyways, before I yap too much, let's get into this semi. And oh my, look at this. This is insane. Let me turn this thing on and let's get out of here. We're gonna make our way to the accident now, or I guess this rescue, which is gonna be located right at this bridge right here. I'm gonna try to zoom in if you guys can see this bridge right here. So we're gonna make our way over there. Let me turn on my beacons, and I think I'm gonna turn on my ambers, just like so, because this is an emergency. Whoa, kind of. So let's start making our way over there. And if you guys check the time, you guys can see it is already 10 a.m. Let's get moving. We don't have too much time. And oh my goodness, look at this semi. It is pumping out so much exhaust smoke. But let me, oh my goodness, this is a really bad turn. I'm sorry, that was a really bad turn. Oh my goodness. And where is the bridge? I don't see the bridge so far. Let me check my map. And wait a minute, it says that we're right here. Oh my goodness, it's right here. And where's the car? Oh, there's the car. Oh, bruh. The goal is going to be rescue this vehicle, and we also gotta make sure we restore it. Yep, we're gonna do a lot of things today before the sun falls. So let's see, how do we do this? I think I gotta open up my toolbox and take out my PlayStation controller. So let me grab my controller, just like so. And then first we gotta set up all the jacks. So let's unfold this side. Let's unfold this side right here. Let's unfold the rear jack like so. And is that gonna hit? Don't hit. Oh dude, that was so close. I thought I was gonna hit the barrier. All right, so let's lower these first, right about there, and then let's begin with this side right here. So once it hits the ground, we are gonna be done with this side like so, and then we can do the left side. So let's quickly do this side right here. Come on, a little bit more, and boom, awesome. So we have all the jacks placed down. I should have closed the road. I think I'm gonna run to the plain tool store and grab some cones so I can close this. With the power of editing, I'll be right back. Let me grab this one, and then let me grab this. Alrighty everyone, we are now back. We brought the cones. We got the big cones and we got the smaller cones. So let's start placing these cones. I'm gonna start placing them right here. Yes, this is a good spot. Let's place them right here. Start closing down the road, and then we're gonna put some cones between them, and then let's do the other side. You guys know the drill. Let's throw down the cones and let's place some in the middle, and boom, we're out of cones. Actually, you know what, we still got more cones. All right, let me place them right here, and boom. All right, we are now out of cones, which means we can now continue with the job because we still gotta rescue this thing. Look at this. Oh my goodness, it is so rusty. I wonder how many years it's been there. But anyways, let me take out my controller because the sun is starting to look like it's gonna be 1 p.m. So yeah, let's hurry up. I'm gonna start raising the boom. There you go. And once we have raised it, we're gonna move it towards the right, just like so. Look at that. Oh my goodness, this thing is so massive. That is crazy. And then I think I might move this a little bit towards the front. So let's slide this a little bit back. I'm gonna get closer towards the car right here. As you guys can see, it is moving back, and there you go. It is completely all the way back, which means we can grab the boom, we can start swinging it towards the right, and then we can actually extend this. I don't know how much we need to extend this. I think this is good right here. I don't know, but let me start releasing the hook. So where is the hook? I think this is gonna be the first hook. So let's start dropping it, and now the hook is gonna go all the way down, and then we're gonna connect it to the front part of the bumper. So let's go down here. Let's get a closer look. Make sure we're doing this right, because we do not want to mess up, because if we mess up, we might hit the bridge, and that's gonna be a really expensive fix. So we're getting really close. So I'm gonna move my boom a little bit towards the right side. There you go. And now let me just drop this hook a little bit more, and then we should be able to connect it towards the front of the bumper. All right, I think we are now ready. So let me grab the hook and connect it to this side right here. For some reason it is not working. Why is this thing not working? Oh, wait a minute. There you go. And oh my goodness. Oh no, I didn't mean to go inside. So I ended up raising this a bit because I kept having issues with the boom, but we managed to raise it from the water, as you guys can see, and I was able to move my wrecker a little bit more back because it kept tilting to the side. So I had to fix that. But we are now back, which means we can raise the boom and try to get the rear connected. So I'm gonna try to do this. I don't know if this is gonna end up working, but I think I'm gonna try to raise this all the way. Oh my goodness, this is so tall, and I think we're gonna reach its limits right now. All right, nice. So let me swing this towards the left, and then I'm gonna drop it slowly and try to get the rear connected. So let me quickly do this while this thing takes forever. And oh my goodness, imagine if this thing falls on me. That's not gonna be good. All right, so let me start lowering this just like so. I'm gonna move out the way just a little bit just to make sure this thing does not hit me. I'm also gonna drop the rear hook, and once I drop this rear hook, I'm gonna try to get it connected towards the back of this car. So how do I do this? I think I need to extend this, and then I think I'm gonna be able to connect it. So let's do this, and then let's connect it to the back, and look at that. Oh my goodness, yo, this is insane. Now if we actually retract it, we should be able to start pulling it forward. Come on, please work. Look at this. Oh no, it's gonna flip. It's gonna flip. That's not good. All right, so let me grab the boom. We're gonna start lowering this thing. Slow and steady wins the race. All right, we're almost finished. I'm gonna drop the front of the hook a little bit forward so it can be straightened a little bit more, just like so. And I'm also gonna drop the second hook and get it connected to this side. So let's drop both of the hooks. We're getting closer. Look at that, we're getting super close, because if we drop the vehicle right now, this thing is gonna end up crashing really bad, and we don't want that. So let me try to disconnect it towards this side, and look at that, we now have the front connected. So now I'm gonna remove some of these cones so we can start dropping this vehicle. So let me start lowering the boom just a little bit. Look at that, awesome. And now let me just drop the front hook. So extend this, extend this. All right, we're almost finished with this job. We're so close to being done. Look at that, it's starting to touch the ground. Oh no way. All right, let me grab the boom and let me just lower this, and rescue is successful. So let me disconnect all of these hooks. Disconnect this hook, disconnect this hook, and then let me go in the rear and disconnect this hook. And now we can start retracting all of these hooks. Alrighty, we got most of the hooks all the way up. Now let me just quickly retract the boom, because look at the sun, it is about to go down and we're running out of time. So let me also quickly pick up all of these cones. Boom, boom. And let me also go on this side. We're gonna quickly grab all of these cones. Oh, I missed a couple. There we go. I'm gonna throw them in the rear. Let's quickly retract our boom. We're gonna get it back to normal like how I was, and then we're just gonna slide this towards the front. All right, I just finished attaching all of the hooks. Oh, I forgot to raise the jacks. Hold on. All right, let's do this side, let's do this side, and now let's do the rear. We're gonna click fold, and then we're gonna start raising them all the way to the top, just like so. And now let me quickly raise down the stinger. So let's lower this, and then we're gonna unfold it. Uh-oh, is this gonna hit the vehicle? I hope not. That's not gonna be good. Oh my goodness, we're cutting it very close. All right, and then we just gotta extend it. And now I don't know if this is gonna work. Yeah, this thing is not working. All right, let me try this one more time. Oh, my bad. That's actually the boom. I ended up kind of flipping the vehicle around because this thing is acting kind of funny. So if I can't get this thing to work, I think I'm just gonna tow this thing in the morning. All right, so it looks like it does not want to connect to the vehicle. So I'm just gonna move this thing to the side, because this thing does not have enough power to be driven back to the mechanic shop. So if anything, I think I'm gonna roll it right here and then just pick it up in the morning. So I guess that means we're not gonna have enough time to restore it, because if you look at the time, it is starting to go down. So let me quickly put this stinger back how it was, and then we're gonna make our way to the mechanic shop, because we're pretty much done. So let me back this thing up. I think I'm gonna back this thing right in here. Oh, this is really close. Oh my goodness. But don't worry, you guys, I'm a professional driver. Alrighty, we have driven back to the mechanic shop because we are done with this. So let me get this thing parked up. I'm gonna also turn off the beacons and the ambers, and we're gonna get this thing parked up right here. And oh my goodness, I forgot to turn off these amber lights. Hold on. There you go. And boom, what a successful day. Not only did we save that car, but we managed to use this brand new record in APM successfully. Sadly, we did not restore it. Maybe in the next video we can, but since it is gonna be nighttime, the sun is going down pretty fast, I'm gonna head home. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we're gonna be taking the world's biggest truck in APM, and we're gonna be taking this to the biggest mudding pit in APM as well. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. But first things first is that we gotta go and pick up a trailer, because this thing is gonna take forever if we actually drive it all the way across the map where the mudding pit is going to be, which is I think right here. As you guys can see, this is going to be the mudding pit right here. So we're gonna go and take mini mine mode. I'm gonna catch my toes. So let's take this truck right here. We're gonna take our work truck, our beautiful GMC Denali, I think that's what it is, and we're gonna make our way to the trailer store, which is not too far as well, and we're gonna get this thing picked up and we're gonna bring it back so we can get that monster truck loaded up on that trailer and we can get that thing testing, because I don't think I have ever tested that ginormous monster truck in this game. But we got our fifth wheel, I think that's what it's called, fifth wheel attachment right here loaded up on the bed, because we're gonna pick up one of the biggest trailers as well, because more than half of the trailers cannot load up that. I think almost every single one cannot load up that monster truck, so except for one, of course, which is gonna be the one that we are gonna be picking up today. But as you guys can see, today is a beautiful day to go mudding. Get it? American Plains mudding. Okay, never mind, let's go. But we are now into the main city. Let's actually pull in and make a right turn into the trailer store, which is going to be located right here. And let's take a look for the trailer, and oh, here is the trailer that we are going to pick up. All right, let's see if we can connect this thing on the first try. I don't know, hold on, I think I need to open up my tailgate. There we go. Now let's see if I can connect it. Come on, please connect. It's not connecting, you guys. What's going on? Is this thing glitched? What the hell? All right, I have an idea. Hold on, let me turn on my emergency lights. Okay, I have an idea. Let me quickly run into the store. I think I know how to fix this. Hey, can you guys give me a new trailer, because that one's not working? Yeah. All right, nice. So it looks like they ordered me a brand new trailer. Let's see if this one works, because the one they gave me did not work. And wait a minute, this thing is connected. Let's go, dude. I'm so happy because we can now make our way back home so we can get this monster truck loaded up. But let's open up, or I guess not open up, close that tailgate, and let's make our way back home. And why are my lights on? My lights should not be on. Let me turn that off, and let me turn off my emergency lights. So let's make a ginormous turn right here. Come on. Oh yeah, this thing is super long, but this is the only trailer that has the capacity to tow the monster truck. But let's pull it into right here, and we're gonna step on it because it is already 10 a.m., which means we have about roughly 8 hours of daylight time, and I'm gonna try to do this before the sun sets. All right, it looks like we have an intersection right here. Let's quickly check and make sure that there is no cars coming. Make sure our blinkers are on, and we're gonna make a right turn. Oh, I think I might have damaged that stop sign. Whoops. All right, so this is gonna be a little bit difficult because I do not know how to kind of load up the monster truck onto here. Because if I actually pull in, it's gonna be a headache to back out. So I think I'm gonna try to put this thing in park, and we're gonna disconnect it like so. And let me put the extenders, and let's move this truck a little bit forward, so when we get the monster truck out onto the dirt road, we can easily load it up. But let's park this thing right here, put it on the emergency lights, and let's quickly walk to our house and get inside this monster truck. But you know, this is gonna be quite the walk. This is some really good exercise because I haven't been eating a lot of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and if you guys eat a lot of those, then trust me, it is not healthy. But here we are, we got the monster truck right here. Let me jump onto this tire, and then we're gonna jump into the driver's seat in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we are now in the monster truck. Oh my goodness, you guys, this looks like a complete spaceship. All right, let me turn it on just like so, and let's start making our way to the trailer so we can get this thing loaded up on there and make our way to the world's biggest mudding spot. But I think I'm gonna turn around and kind of back into this thing. I don't know, or should we just load it up like this? Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit lazy, you guys. I'm just gonna load it up like this. But let me carefully load this up. Oh, come on, is that thing rolling? No, don't roll. Oh no, we gotta stop this. Okay, we stopped it. Oh my goodness, dude, we gotta put like something in the rear. Probably, wait, hold on, can I connect it here? If this thing starts to roll off, I am so cooked. All right, let's carefully do this. Wait a minute, I think that worked, didn't it? I feel like I can adjust myself a little bit more to the center. All right, I think we should be off the ground. All right, I'm gonna turn this thing off. We got this thing loaded up on the trailer. Yeah, our trailer kind of rolled off a bit. I did not know that was gonna happen, dude. That could have turned into a complete disaster because there's actually a mudding pit right down here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a giant muddy pin right there. But let me get back in my truck and let's carefully back into this trailer right here and get it connected so we can finally make our way to the biggest muddy pit. But come on. All right, a little bit closer. How are we doing? We are not doing bad. And boom, come on, is this connecting? Oh, it's not. There we go, it's connecting. All right, we are now connected. Look at this thing. We are squatting so bad. This is not good. I'm gonna have to back up a little bit so we can get out of here. You guys, guys, I think I am stuck. Oh no, brother. Yeah, we are stuck right here. What a complete mess, bro. Oh my goodness, you guys. I think I need to bring a semi instead of using my truck. I thought I could get away with this, but look at this. My suspension is all messed up. All right, I'm gonna go pick up a semi and we'll be right back. Alrighty, everyone. After several hours, we managed to get the semi connected to this trailer right here, and we actually ended up moving and getting unstuck from that area over there. Dude, it was a complete headache. So I hope you guys like and subscribe because the things I do for you guys. But let's get in back in the semi and let's get out of here. So the first stop is gonna be right around, where is the location? I think it should be right on this side right here. There's going to be like a little mudding spot that I kind of want to test this monster truck, but let's make a right turn right here. This is going to be super difficult. We might have to take the stop sign. All right, come on, turn. All right, I think we're turning and we had to take that stop sign. Whoops. Wait, I gotta turn on my beacons because this thing is a ginormous. But look at this little mudding spot. I kind of want to have a little joyride right here. No, I think that'd be pretty fun. Let me quickly pull over before we actually arrive at the giant mudding spot. So let's park it right around here, turn this thing off, and honestly I think I can just roll off, but let's play it safe. I'm gonna quickly disconnect this, move the semi a little bit forward, but let's get into this thing. I'm gonna get this thing is so tall. All right, let's get on this thing and let's quickly have a little some fun. We're gonna get this thing a little bit muddy. Gotta get this thing warmed up as well. So let's go through here. All right, it's not that deep. It's actually fairly easy. So let's do a little lap and see how this thing performs. All right, not bad. This thing is a champion when it comes to doing this. Actually, yo, this thing isn't having any issue because I'm only pressing on the gas like 20%. But okay, now it's having trouble. Oh, hold on. Did I talk too soon? All right, let me make a turn right here. Oh yeah, these are pretty deep. These ditches are super deep right now. Oh, come on, let's finish this little lap. All right, we gotta go through this side of the hill. All right, and we're gonna go through this giant mud right here. Hopefully it's not too deep. Oh, I kind of got stuck. Oh my goodness, it's so deep. It is so deep. We are so muddy. All right, let's go right here, and we are pretty much with this little mission. Honestly, a really fun track. I'm not gonna lie, but we got this thing really muddy right now. Look at this thing. Oh my goodness, you guys. We're gonna have to give this a car wash. But let me get this thing loaded back on the trailer, just like so. And are the straps on? Okay, the straps are now on. So let me quickly get back in the semi and get it connected to the trailer. And we are now connected. Let's go. Wait. All right, let me check how we are doing on time. And oh my goodness, it's already 5 p.m. How? Dude, I haven't done anything today. I think what took a lot of time was me fixing this thing after I got stuck over there in the corner near the intersection. But this is going to be the beginning of the mudding pit right here. So we got to pull over so we can go and have some fun. And let me get in this bad boy. And we are now ready to test this at the world's biggest mudding pit in APM. So this is going to be the first part. It's kind of like a little section right here. So let's go through this. All right, let's see how deep this is. All right, not bad. It's actually, oh, whoa. That was deep for sure. Oh my goodness, there's so much grass here. I remember it used to be like all sand. And oh my goodness, this is a huge arena. Whoa, I am speechless. But let's go through here. Let's see how deep this thing is. And whoa. Okay, this section right here is super deep. It is mega deep. But let's go through here as well. Oh my goodness, this thing is kind of having trouble. All right, let's go through here, and I cannot see anything, you guys. And let's go around, and boom, look at that. It's pretty easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's get this thing loaded up on the trailer because I want to take this to the car wash. I wonder if my monster truck is gonna fit in the car wash. I hope it does. So I'm gonna try to make a U-turn right here. I don't know if it's gonna be possible to make a turn right here. All right, I think, yeah, we did that little U-turn right there. It was pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie. Good thing I have never had issues with this trailer. Okay, I lied. Dude, I don't think my truck's gonna fit. Dude, my truck is not gonna fit. All right, let's get this thing unloaded. Let me just park to the side right around here. And you know what? Let me not disconnect that. I think I can just like maneuver my way out of here like this. Yeah, that was pretty easy. All right, so let's see if my truck fits in the car wash in 3, 2, and 1. Oh, nope, no way. Dude, my truck doesn't fit in the car wash. What the hell? Okay, I have an idea. Take this path and 3, 2, and 1 car wash. Look at that. It worked, you guys. Alrighty, everyone. We just got our free car wash at the ocean, and we got this thing looking like brand spanking new. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think. Was this a W or an L trip? And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. Alrighty, everyone. If you guys did enjoy this series, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. Be part of the secret channel. And if you guys do enjoy these videos, make sure to check out the channel for more videos videos like this. And that is gonna be it. So I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye bye.